Savvy food shopping advice from the Rip Off Britain team in Hour on BBC One. First, the search for good property buys at auction.
Hello and welcome to today's show. Now, buying a property is a lengthy and stressful investment and not for the faint of heart.
Mistakes are likely, but with passion and know-how, the process can be an enjoyable one that can shape your future in real estate.
Good advice would be to not get too overwhelmed and to add value to the property, so when the time comes, you can head to your next local auction and buy your next home under the hammer.
So over the course of this series, we've seen the good, the bad and the ugly when properties go to auction.
That's right, and if you want to be a successful property owner, you will definitely need an iron will and a passion for profit.
Today's buyers tick all those boxes, but let's find out if they have a concrete plan for their renovations and if they'll find success after the hammer falls.
So here's what's coming up on today's show. I am in the suburbs of Thornley Bank in East Renfrewshire, where a rare buy almost seems too good to be true. I don't think there's any reason why the new buyer can't give this a wee wash down and use this and save some money.
A flat in York is in need of some tender loving care, but can the right buyer meet expectation when problems begin to arise?
And finally I visit a small semi-detached in East London, where an open plan feels anything but open.
All these properties have been sold at auction and we will be finding out who bought them and what they paid when they went under the hammer.
Sold 41,000.
First up today, I find myself in Thornley Bank, East Renfrewshire, located just 6 miles from the hustle and bustle of Glasgow city centre. This small town was first settled in the 18th century. It was also home to the first ever Scottish-born baseball player to play in a major league game in 1878, Jim McCormick. So, can today's buyer knock one out of the park and score a high profit, or will he strike out in his investment?
I don't care if I never get back, let me root for the home.
I'm on Willow Drive in Thornley Bank, just outside this 2-bedroom semi-detached house. This house is located just 5 minutes from the local train station just down the road, and up the road we have the local primary school. Isn't this just a perfect family home? Looking at the property, past all the flaws, we need to look at the relatively new windows and the fact that the building is actually in good condition. Like a lick of paint in that and some nice new flibbers and plants in the garden, I think it'll look great. Now let's go and see if the inside's okay. Go and have a look. With a guide price of £70,000, I'm hoping a few exterior cosmetic issues sets the tone for the rest of the property. So far so good, with little work needed to be done to the outside, so let's see if the rest of the property will be straightforward for today's buyer. At first glance, walking into the living room, I just see these big open windows bringing in so much light, making this room feel really spacious. And the high ceilings are also really helping the matter as well. I mean, you wouldn't get this in a new build, would you? Now, in the centre of the living room, we have this old-fashioned fireplace. There's no reason why that can't be rebuilt again and a nice wee fire can be started. But I think with the digital natives nowadays, a nice plasma screen on this wall, that'll be all bricked up and the plasma screen will be the centre of attention in the living room. Strange place to put a bath. I mean, it looks pretty new. Don't think there's any reason why the new buyer can't give this a wee wash down and use this and save some money. Let's go and have a look in here. I'm assuming this is the dining room, but it could perhaps be a study. Quite a small room, but this big window makes it feel like a wee bit more spacious. A little hatch. Wonder what this leads to. Yeah, I think it's the kitchen. The living area is largely intact, with the only real problem being that the fireplace will need to be reconstructed and replaced with a more modern equivalent. The dining room / study will take further work, however, given that the only future use of the space I see will come from removing the centre wall and opening up the area. Well, I'm I'm assuming that this is the kitchen, however the kitchen has been ripped out, but I think it would have been dated and the potential buyer would have probably done so anyways. There's not really much space to really do that much in here, however we have got that room next door that the wall could just be knocked right down. We'd have a nice spacious kitchen, maybe some patio doors leading on to the garden. We've also got a nice pantry in here. So the pantry could be used for some storage space. That saves you having cupboards in your kitchen and maybe some more like worktops and maybe even a wee dining table in the kitchen area since you are taking the dining room away. Yeah, there could be a lot done in here, but I think it would be really, really good. A fitted kitchen and light remodelling needed downstairs, not to mention redecoration costs. Not cheap, but not impossible either. Let's see what upstairs has in store for us, hopefully space for a bath. So now I know why the left is a bathtub, as there isn't actually one in the bathroom. Yeah, a lot of work has to be done in here. There's some tiles like hanging off the wall and stuff, but it's a not bad size and some decoration and it would be good. This is the master bedroom and what a size it is. We have these large windows just letting tons of light in. And also we have here, used to be a walk-in wardrobe, perhaps we could make it one of them again. Or I think it could be a wee ensuite perhaps. Who knows? A standout issue of the property noted in the property report is that the wiring throughout the house will need completely redone. It won't favour the budget, however, it's a must for a modern day home to have up-to-date electrical facilities. With some mounting costs, including the need for a new bathroom, will it be lights out for today's buyer? We have an estate agent here for an appraisal and to find out his opinion on the property that went to auction for a guide price of £70,000.
The entire property has been knocked back to nearly its shell. It is structurally sound. However, I think that the new owner would have the work cut out to turn this property into a home. It does need a new bathroom, a fitted kitchen, and any mod cons they feel appropriate, which would add to the cost of their investment. Not to mention the need for new carpets and wooden flooring all over the house. There's also the need for decorating throughout. So not a cheap investment, but after a while I'm sure it could return a profit.
The property does have potential in both rentable and saleable markets, however, a fair amount of TLC is required before then. So, when the time comes for a tenant to make this house a home, how much will this property go for as a rental?
The buyer will obtain a rare property at a low price, and despite the fact that it will need quite a lot of renovation and redecoration, which will add to the cost of their investment, I would estimate that it would reach between £550 and £650 per calendar month.
A fair estimate, I believe, given the condition of the house. On the other hand though, what could this property achieve in the sales market?
Given the sheer amount of renovations required here, I would think that if the owner did a good enough job and brought the whole property up to spec, I would think he would have no problem in reaching between £160,000 and £180,000 in the sales market. However, that price could vary if he wants to save some money during the renovations or not.
So there you have it, a fair checklist of the work to be done in order to completely transform this house in Thornley Bank. So let's see who bought it when it under the hammer.
Address there, what number 20, you've got a guide of 70, so I'll be at 70,000, 70,000, 70 is bid, thank you sir, 70 is bid, I'll take 75 now, £70,000, 75, 80 sir, 80,000, would you like 82, 80,000, right at the back, take two anywhere, £80,000, 82, thank you, 82, 84, 84, 86, 86, 88, 90,000, 90,000, 92, 92, 92,000, would you like one? No, 92,000. I'll take 93 anywhere else as well. £92,000. Oh, we're all done at £92,000. 92,000 for the first time. 92,000 for the second time. Third and final time at £92,000. right on the back wall. Thank you,
Paying £92,000 and securing his first property is 21-year-old Ryan, looking to get into property buying recently. Ryan hopes to secure a decent profit and gain experience from his purchase. So Ryan, what made you go to that auction and buy this property?
Well, I live locally,
Right.
10 minutes away, so when I seen the property I thought kind of realistically, if I was to renovate it, if I was staying late, it would be too long going back and forth, that kind of thing.
That was really sensible, because you do seem quite young and you're really thinking about things. That's really good. So how did you obviously get the money to actually buy this property? Don't mind me asking.
Well, sadly my papa passed away, so I inherited the money.
Oh, that's a shame. Was that something that he done? Did he invest in properties?
Yeah, well, my papa was a carpenter,
Oh, great.
so I really want to keep up his legacy and do the house up, because he would have wanted that as well.
Oh, that's
So,
nice.
yeah.
Will you be doing that yourself, or would you get other family members involved?
Well, due to my papa being a carpenter, a lot of my family members are in the trade, have a trade, so it'd be a kind of family endeavour involving my papa as well.
Oh, that'd be lovely. So would you like a career out of this? Like, is that something that you do? Or what are you doing with yourself?
Not at all. I'm at uni. I'm at uni now studying law, so it's
Something
kind
completely different.
yeah, staying from the path. So it was just to kind of do this up, and I stay in halls. So it would be kind of to do this up, fix it up, stay in it, because obviously cut back on
yeah,
living
costs
costs
and
as well. So
Close to your family and stuff as
Exactly,
well. Would you live here alone? I get the idea it's quite like a family home, so I think more than like yourself would probably want to stay here. Would you like to stay yourself?
I'm not sure. I might, depends how I feel. I might rent a room out, like to somebody that obviously lives at uni, my friend or something like that. I might rent it out that way.
Oh, that'd be really good. So what are you planning on doing with the place? What are you wanting to do to make this your own?
Well, I think to make a start, the roof needs plastering.
Yeah, there is a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, definitely. The heating needs rewired.
I saw them some electrical rewiring needing done as well, as the sockets look very, very dated.
Yeah.
However, do you know what? That's just like bits and bobs. Like you
Definitely.
genuinely make this your own place, and you'll be really happy with it.
Definitely.
Then. So are you wanting to like maybe expand the kitchen down this year? I saw the little study room. Or you maybe want to use that to study for your studies?
I'm not really sure. I've always kind of wanted an open kind of plan kitchen, like kitchen dining room
so you
kind of
want
thing.
something a wee bit bigger and
Yeah,
stuff.
definitely,
Just
open
kind of
plan.
whatever suits you.
Definitely. And also the living room, kind of make it, because when you come in, it's the first room you kind of see when you come in the house, so make it really nice. And
Yeah, would you keep the fireplace, or you want to go for a younger aspect? of
younger
things?
aspect,
Nice
TV.
big plasma though.
Definitely.
So, what is the budget, Ryan?
About 25 to 30,000.
Yeah, so you've obviously got the money to do it, so why not just do it properly and make sure everything's done, like kind of by the book?
Definitely.
That's great. Good luck with this property, Ryan.
Thank you very much.
Really, really bagged yourself a good one.
Thank you very much.
So join us later in the show to see how Ryan got on in his first big renovation. Now over to Adam in York.